Hello everyone, my name is Ananksha Alamyan and welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm doing a brand new series where I'm talking with four writers from all over the world who are in different stages of their medium journey, and we are trying to understand how medium works by looking at their stories. So if you are a beginner who's struggling to get started on medium and who's struggling to earn money by writing, these videos are the perfect guide for you. You can watch the previous videos in the series here on this playlist. I've linked it right here. Make sure you don't miss it. In today's video, we are going to talk about some struggles most new writers face on Medium. So if you have been struggling a lot and have seen no end in sight on how to make it big on Medium, this video is just the right thing for you right now. So to discuss this question of what are some challenges new writers face, I talked to four writers, Aaron Nichols, Dipanshu Rawal, Akshat Singhi, and Niharika Kaur Sodhi. So without further ado, let's hear their take. So I would like to ask all of you about what were some struggles that you faced as a new writer on Medium, and how did they resolve with time?
Let's switch up the order. Akshat, you should start.
Yeah,
Or
Akshat, go ahead.
Niharika.
Yeah, okay, I'll start. So I think as all of you have experience as writers before, I didn't have any. So I never knew if I was any good. So when I wrote, I still don't like I cannot if I write an article, I don't know if it's any good until someone else has seen it. That is why I'm so afraid of self-publishing. I don't know why. So I always prefer sending it to publications because I know that if the publication approves it, it ought to be good, and I get the confirmation. So in the beginning, I never knew if my writing was good. I knew I was getting better, but I never knew it was if it was good enough. So I'm still struggling with the awareness part where I can start getting myself to know that whether this article is good or not. So and hence that I always outsource that to the editors, like they can do that for me. So I always send my articles to the publications, and not never I've never self published, I guess. So yeah, that's my point, and I'm still struggling with it. Besides that, the problems I faced were what everyone faces, like getting rejections. And at the beginning, they were terrifying. But once you get to understand that the rejections are the way to acceptance, like once you get 10 rejections, the 11th one has to get accepted. So you're like, let's get the rejections over with. So I think that mindset helped me. So I was like, I was happy when I got rejected. So I knew that after 10 or 12 rejections, one has to be accepted. So yeah.
I have a similar kind of story as Akshat. So I started writing, I guess, in 2015, start of 2015, and in 2019, I remember I was sitting in my office. I was working a full-time job, and through some common friends, I saw this girl's profile, and again, she was a common friend. Then she had a guitar, and she used to upload her cover songs on Instagram. And what happened when I saw her, when I scrolled down her profile, I shared that, her a couple of songs by her to my friends, like how awesome she is. She sings so well and she plays guitar so well and all that stuff. And then I kind of had that feeling that, is there anyone sharing my stuff like this? And not kidding, I literally went to washroom and I cried so hard. I took half day off, and it was just so much pressure imagining that it's been like 4 years and nobody is sharing the stuff the way I'm sharing this person's stuff. And that, obviously, I got some help and all that kind of stuff. But 1 year after that, I started writing on Medium, and it was the same thing. That, like, I remember I've posted, I guess, like 10-15 pieces before Ananksha pushed me that, why don't you try for the Ascent, like your piece perfectly resonates with them. And I was like, I don't feel it's good enough to be there. And obviously then I started publishing with them and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was probably the first thing that was like the biggest struggle for me. Like, am I even writing good enough? Like, how can I compare it to, you know, like what IO is writing or what Tim is writing at the moment. Like it doesn't stand that way. So that was the first feeling that I was having. And obviously then I realized that I don't care. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to reject it. It's totally fine.
Right. I think you covered like a very important thing that, not that feeling if your stuff is not good. Every writer has that. And the only way to get over is to keep writing, right? And the same is for rejections. Even if you get rejected, keep writing, keep applying. What, like you said, if you get 10 rejections, the 11th one is going to be accepted. So yeah, that's very valuable for new writers.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, that I don't know if I had struggles so much because I started posting on Medium at one of the lowest times of my life. So like my girlfriend and I had broken up. I was trapped in a town in a job I didn't want to do in the pandemic, just very isolated, very lonely. And it sort of like my attitude from the beginning was, who cares what happens? Not like, I was like, all right, I'm already not a writer. Or I'm already, I've always wanted to be a writer, but I'm already not writing. I'm already not posting. So like, no matter what happens, any positive comments I get is a net gain from zero. So I'm still blown away that people want to read anything that I've said, even from the very beginning. Like any positive comments I got on anything I wrote, I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe someone wants to read. Someone sent a meme to the group chat the other day, like, what lives in my head. So I'm still blown away that anyone has taken the time to read something that I've wrote. But yeah, I wouldn't say that, I've been like, I am an English teacher and I've been writing since I was a kid. So I wouldn't say like I had struggles so much as anything has been a success. Which sounds strange. I don't know if that answers the question. That's just what came into my head.
Yeah,
No, it does answer the question. Yeah. And Niharika, what about you?
So I think with Medium, it was a huge reality check for me because as opposed to Instagram and Quora, I was really used to getting results really fast. I mean, like my Quora has a good following, but I've hardly written anything. I mean, I have less than 300 answers. So I was so used to something just taking off and doing well. And then I remember on Medium, I'd like check my first 10 days, I'd check my stats like 10 times a day that, oh my God, I'm getting 6 views. I'm getting 10 views. What is happening? Why am I? And I was so impatient, like till an extent that I think I hardly even bothered going through the deadlines properly. I think I would just came through because I would think, okay, hey, like I think I've understood it, but I never really gave myself the time and attention to learn. And like after 10-15 days of feeling this way and checking my stats, I decided that, okay, hey, like you're gonna like I just like introduced a mindset shift that I thought that you're not gonna check your stats more than once a month. So just check it at the end of the month. Don't check how much money you've made. It doesn't matter. And just write and have fun with writing, and then we'll see where it goes. Do it for a month or do it for like another 5-6 weeks and see where it goes. And then the moment I started having fun with it and without bothering about that, how much I want to earn or how many people I want to, what my stats should be, that's when the game kicked off. That's when I wanted to learn more just because I was having fun. And yeah.
So how did you learn more? By reading or by what steps did you take to learn more?
So I did read through articles, and when you're reading about how to write better, then more articles on how to write better come in. And I also took IO's course, which helped me a lot. I think he just had these tools and techniques which I would otherwise not realize existed. And now when I'm reading people's articles, I can catch it that, okay, hey, this is what this person's done. And again, like you can learning is one thing. I don't think I implemented it like until 6 months. So that's like until now I don't think I implemented it because it takes time for this to become muscle memory. If there are 6 things, you can only try one at a time till you get the hang of it, right? So I think that helped. And also just being positive about the entire thing and thinking that just do it to have fun. Don't attach any outcome to it, because that's when, like, then you're going to start writing what people want to write instead of being creative and writing what you want to write. So
That's such an important point you covered. First of all, learning. And also, it takes time to implement because so many new writers, they come to Medium with hopes that they'll make $1,000 in their first month.
yeah.
And then they get disappointed because that's not how it works, right?
And like, maybe if you don't fixate on $1,000, they're gonna come to you anyway, because if you're like using that mental bandwidth to actually work.
Yeah.
So
That's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching it. Make sure you don't miss out the next videos in this series, and you can keep track by looking at the playlist here. And make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the future videos where we are going to discuss about money and dissect the most successful articles of all these writers. So till then, stay tuned, keep writing, and stay awesome. Bye.